Hey guys, Robbie Ray here. I'm actually at work today. Let's see. A lot of stuff I work on here is mostly electrical problems, all kinds of problems for that matter. But so if there's a lot of background noise, I apologize. I don't even know how I concentrate half the time. So this is a John Deere motor that has the 1347.5 code, which is basically involves this fluid solenoid here. So the code reads that it could be open, shorted, or I think it says out of range or something like that. But what I come to find out was I looked down inside. Just because this solenoid is very expensive, so before you go and buy one, you might want to look at this. So I looked inside. This was the plug right here. I made a little silver Sharpie mark for the what one was positive. Never a bad idea before you take it apart. But I looked down inside, and I could just from I work on this kind of stuff all the time. The most tiniest of problems is usually what I find. So looking down inside these, terminals here, and I could barely see, any metal, like the little spring-loaded tabs that are going to, obviously when you plug it in, you can't see it unless you can do it with a mirror. So this one's going to have little flat nail pins. Let's see if we can get a look at it. Focus. Well, you can take my word for it. You guys have seen it before. I'm gonna have little flat pins in there. But I had a hunch that they really weren't touching right. So, oh, by the way, I wound up being right because I'll show you how to extract these in a minute, because it wasn't easy. But once I got these extracted, I went in there and tried them out, and I could feel there was almost no drag on them. Years ago, I worked at Hyundai. They actually had a factory pin tension kit, and it would be like a terminal like this with a specific weight on it. Of course, you couldn't do it horizontally like this, but it would have a specific weight on it, and you were supposed to put it on the terminal, and it should not fall off. If it fell off, it was that way of saying it didn't have enough tension on it. But I just want to point out that before I think this solenoid is like $600, $700, $800, something like that. Before you replace it, I would suggest checking these like I did, or they could be burnt or whatever. But I'm actually still working on them right now because they are a very complex. Let's see if I can get a closer look at little terminal. Many times over the years I've found ways to, I got a bunch of tiny tools and get something in the sides to kind of push those innards back in again, so when the flat peg goes in there, it has something to drag against. I'm actually still working on it, to be honest. But, just so you know, and I've unlocked literally hundreds of connectors in my life, and by looking at this, I kind of knew right away that it was going to be a tough one because. Sorry about the noise. Oh, Lord. Ask me how I concentrate every day, folks. This thing right here, this little window and this little window, because there was a double, and I've seen this before, I had a feeling that it would take two unlocking positions, which it does. Now, fortunately, I've had this here. This is a real cheapo set, too. I got this off of Amazon. I'm sure they make better ones, but I think I got it off of Amazon for really cheap, like $5 or something. But I'm glad I had it because this little fork right here is what you need. See if I can do this one-handed here. But all right, guys, I don't have a stand to put this on. I'm at work and I'm cheating right now because I am on the clock. But let's see if I can get a shot of it. So this bugger fits right there. You go. Right down in there like that. And when you push it in deep enough, you feel a little click, and it's kind of, it's pushing on. It's pushing on.
they're working with your footsteps upstairs and things like that. But for me, like, I think it's scarier if, like, in a cemetery.
It's pushing on that little tag right there. There's one on each side that is kind of collapsing so you can get it out. Now the easy method would be, you know, if you can order these new terminals from a John Deere dealer and you have enough wire, it would be great to just cut it back and put them crimp new ones on, you know. But I'm trying to get this good thing going right now, if I can. But I just like to point that out because, you know, I really was going to suspect this solenoid, and I was about to take it out and bench test it. Although it did read, I think it read about 2.5 ohms, which someone online said that was good. So I was pretty confident that the coil inside wasn't fried. But I've heard that they stick and different things like that. So I wound up, I should mention that I wound up using like jumper wires. Sorry guys, bear with me here. I wound up using jumper wires like these. Now there's a point too. You got to be careful. Like I was using these probes into the end of the plug because I think they were already spread out. If you're working on something that's not already ruined, be careful what you jam in there because you can spread them terminals out, you know, unintentionally. But anyway, I use a jumper like this, and then I put the clip band. Sorry about the noise, guys. My brain wants to bleed half the day. Believe me, I don't know how the hell I even work under these conditions. But and then I put these buggers on the flats inside the solenoid, and I got it all set up. Turned it back on, and the code was gone. So I am pretty confident that my problem was I was not getting good connection. So I'm gonna get off this thing so you guys can get a break from this noise. I just wanted to put that out there because I was looking at some videos myself last night, and I know a lot of people are on a budget, and I don't want to see it buy, you know, I think you can get it in the aftermarket, but it's still not cheap. And I was just looking inside that plug first. Now, of course, the metal's not in there now, but I can just tell that they look, you know, they look kind of spread out. Good luck, guys. Hope this helps you. Take care.